Desperate search for survivors in Venezuela, hit by back-to-back earthquakes that left more than 900 people dead. But hope is keeping people going here. Watch as this 18-day-old baby named Juan is pulled from the rubble of the building that collapsed on top of him. The newborn rescued along with his mother, then placed in his father's arms. Miraculous scenes of survival. This child pulled from the rubble in La Guaira, the epicenter of the destruction.
Horrible.
His uncle saying it's horrible, they've seen too much, and that they were relieved to get one out alive, couldn't reach two others. The back-to-back quakes flattening storied buildings like pancakes, leaving few pockets to survive. Firefighters were ready to leave this collapsed home when they heard barking and found this dog completely trapped. Rescuers giving him water and digging him out by hand. A UN official saying there are likely 50,000 unaccounted for as the death toll continues to rise. And this gut-wrenching post from Venezuelan soccer player Hector Bello, sharing his wife Andrea died in the quake trying to protect their daughter who was rescued. Bello writing, "How do I explain to your daughter that you lost your life to save hers?" As the humanitarian crisis grows, communities coming together to help.
The earthquake has been just devastating, has been terrible.
Genesis Garcia, a teacher from Louisiana, was on vacation with her family, now helping on the front lines, getting medicine, food, and baby formula to those in need.
We just started getting organized in the city to collect the items that we need the most, to buy as much medicine as we can.
And much needed aid starting to come in. The first shipment of equipment arriving to support the two specialized U.S. search and rescue teams.
And those teams are going into one of the worst situations imaginable, having to get through piles of rubble in what is truly a race against time. And we now know that teams from 10 different countries are now mobilized to help Venezuela. Mary.
Multiple wildfires burning across Utah amid one of the rarest, most extreme weather warnings out west.
We are seeing things that we have never seen before.
Utah declaring a state of emergency as the National Weather Service calls it a particularly dangerous situation. At least a dozen new fires erupting in the state in just 24 hours, forcing evacuations for several new counties. Overnight, two wildfires merging into one. The Cherry Fire burning 20,000 acres south of Salt Lake City. Officials there shutting off power. The Cottonwood Fire still 0% contained. Now one of Utah's most destructive fires in the state's history, with more than 71,000 acres scorched. The scale of the flames captured on Ring camera video. Embers seen flying. Flames on the mountain burning cabins and trees. Mark LeDuc watching the devastation unfold.
The smoke cloud was getting bigger and bigger, and, just incredible, really, in a devastating and sad way to watch how fast that fire just all of a sudden appeared.
This is all that is left of Trent Owen's home, where he, his wife, and their two children lived.
It's really hard for my 8-year-old daughter. Everything that she knows and her whole upbringing and her home, her bedroom, all her stuff is gone.
Southwest of Salt Lake City, the Iron Fire burning over 40,000 acres, but with 27% containment, officials lifting some evacuation orders. Residents of Eureka making an emotional return home.
Happy that everyone's home's
They're still here.
Now, on top of already battling these large, uncontrolled wildfires, Utah is dealing with just extremely dry vegetation, gusty winds, and we're talking about humidity levels down to 5%. So, Gio, this is making this all so dangerous for any new fire activity.
It really is. And as you said, 11 million people there in the zone under threats. Melissa, thank you so much. We've got to watch that.